Hello friends, it is Melissa on the Essential Stencil page tonight. I am Melissa from Junk and Craft Treasures, and I hope everyone had a good Friday today. We are going to be working on some transfers. We're going to be working on some stencils, so as you're coming in, let us know that you're here. If you're watching this, you're 99% on the replay, so hashtag replay, let us know that you're watching, let us know how you're doing, and let us know if you have any fun projects or questions that you would like to ask. As we'll get back to you in the comments. So I hope, like I said, I hope everybody had a good Friday today. I am Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures on behalf of the Essential Stencil page. I am a brand ambassador for them. We're going to be working on some projects tonight, guys. So as you're coming in, let me know you're here, and we will get started here in just a second. I've got something fun to show y'all tonight that I'm super excited about. So hey Diane, hey Joyce Ann, and as always, guys, if y'all would spread out, give some hearts. Let's see if we can get the hearts to work tonight. I don't think they're gonna work, but sometimes they work. I know I look silly when I do that and they don't work. Hey Tracy, thank you for sprinkling. Hey Terry, good to see you, and Liz. All right, guys, I am going to scoot y'all back. Remember, anytime that you order anything from Essential Stencil, if you will use my code CRAFTTREASURES at checkout, it will help save you 10% on your purchase. Hello, Eva and Diane and Kay. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good Friday today. We are going to be working with some transfers on some different surfaces. You may already have these, guys. I'm going to hopefully give you some inspiration if you do have them. If you don't have them, we're going to go over them real quick. They are, I think some of them are for 2023, so if we have anybody new watching, they can get to see those tonight. Hey Nikki, hey Becky. Oh, thank you Judy, you are so sweet, my friend. So guys, who saw my post over on Junk and Craft Treasures today? There is a new burnishing tool by Essential Stencil that came out this week. I absolutely love it. I got to test it a little bit this week with some of the reels that I did, and it works so good, y'all. So good. So it's gonna come in a little package like this. I know we're backwards, guys. We did try to fix the backwards situation. The way my table is built and all of the things, unless Terry is in here with me, which sometimes when I'm doing my lives, he's out doing other things, we cannot get that to work right now. So we are gonna work on it a little bit more, but we will be backwards. I have that mirrored, so that's why that looks correct, but we are still backwards. So it's gonna come like this, guys. There's a 1 set, a 2 set, and a 3 set. The 3 set, which I am blown away by this, is under $9 plus my code Craft Treasures will save at checkout, guys, which makes it even cheaper. Hey Deb, hey Terry, I know, I love it, and I'm going to show you what I love about it. I've got it dirty, y'all. I meant to let me clean it up just a little bit so you don't see how dirty it is, because y'all know how I get when I start painting. So we have this tool. We have a little place where we can hang it on hangers, do all the things. On the back, can y'all see that groove? Can y'all see this right here? This helps tons when we are trying to apply our pressure to get our transfers down, guys. So this, like I said, is amazing. I'm going to use it tonight and demonstrate it for y'all. Like I said, I absolutely love it. Y'all know I used another one from another company, but not anymore, guys. This is going to be my go-to tool from now on. Hey Rhonda, hey Jen, how are y'all? Okay, so like I said, we are going to be working on a couple projects for some inspiration. I am going to be using the Heat is Risen transfers tonight. Y'all may have seen some reels on my page, on the Essential Stencil page earlier this week. Hey Lucretia, hey Diane, I know, it is fantastic. And like I said, 3 of them is under $10, so that is kind of mind-blowing to me. Let's see, all right. So just in case you don't have these, or if you do have these, like I said, we're gonna be doing some inspiration, and y'all, we've got all these fantastic. Don't just think Easter and all the things, even though we have the eggs on here, it can be all year round. Hey Luann, yes ma'am, I am with you on that. Okay, and so then we're gonna use some other stencils tonight too, guys, and like I said, these are some older ones, but good ones, and we're gonna mix and match with the transfers. Hey Julie, did you get my message, my friend? I sent you a message right before the live. So this stencil pack, and they're all linked down below, guys. Hey, Janice. Thank you, Rhonda. It's been relaxing so far. I've been off work since Thursday. So I'm working tonight, and then I'm off for Saturday and Sunday. So pretty good, a 4-day weekend for me. Love Like Jesus is the set that we are using, guys. So I'm going to hold these up for you real quick. We have the Love Like Jesus. We have Do Everything in Love. Oh, that's so funny that you might lose them. Trust the Lord with all your heart. Rooted and established in love. Ah, Brenda, my friend. But the greatest of these is love. And God knew my heart needed you. I love this set, guys. It is a classic set. Like I said, they can be used all year round. We're gonna mix them. I think I forgot one. Yes. And it comes with the bonus hearts too, guys. So this set, and it's called Love Like Jesus. I think there's 29 set left. If you don't have it, grab it, because like I said, it is a fantastic year-round. I actually got a new set myself because I used mine up so much. We are staying at home, Kathy. We are going to do some barbecue and some things here at home by ourselves this weekend. So, but I hope you feel better. Then we're going to use tonight, we're going to use the Faith mini tags, which y'all know I love my mini tags. And like I said, guys, I just got new sets of these because I use them all the time. So, let's see for y'all. Let's go this way. So we have our Amen, our Pray. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Eleanor. And we have our Faith. Okay, I love this set. I love this set. So, like I said, I'm going over some classics tonight, but definitely ones that you will use all the time. And I can't remember, one of these sets is like $5 right now. So, super, super good deals. This one's called the Floral Cross Mini Tags. I can't talk apparently. Oh, exciting, Julie. I know you were excited to do that. Okay, and so then we have this beautiful cross right here. Hello, Melissa, how are you? This one right here. And this one right here. So, like I said, these are fantastic. I know probably a majority of y'all already have these and love them. But just in case there's anybody new, I want to throw these out here because sometimes the older ones get overlooked with all the new things that come out, guys. So like I said, we're going to do some of the older stuff tonight and hopefully give you some inspiration on it. So I'm going to scoot you back here. I actually cleaned my table off, guys, so I have a little more space. Like I said, we were trying to do the backwards thing. Like I said, it wasn't a success, but at least we got the table cleaned, so that's a good thing. Oh, that's so funny, y'all. Okay, so if you're just coming on, new burnishing tool. We are going to use it here in just a little while. They are in sets 1, 2, and 3 of those tools under $10. All right, I'm going to stick that right there. Like I said, y'all, I am working on a huge clean table tonight. I know, Sheila, they are pretty. So the first set that I want to do, which is going to be with the words and the transfer, so it will be backwards, but y'all can just envision what it's like flipped around the right direction. How we can get that to work. So let's see which saying I want to use first and which transfer I want to use, because I want to pair these up with a transfer. So I am thinking, y'all have to tell me which one. Which one should we use tonight? Should we use Love Like Jesus or Trust the Lord with All Your Heart? So should we do Love Like Jesus or Trust the Lord, guys? Let me know which one of those we should do for this first project. And let me get to getting my transfers ready here to see what I want to pair up with what here. Like I said, this is going to be a fun live tonight because we're going to do all kinds of different projects. Yeah, I get it, Kathy. I get it. All right, let me pull out. Oh, thank you, Liz. Like I said, we were going to try doing the backwards thing, but I've got a really big table, and the way that we have shelves and the way that our cameras are set up and stuff, it is just not feasible. I think I want to do those one. Trust the Lord, love like Jesus. I don't know which one's going to go where, guys, so I'm cutting them as we're trying to decide which one we want to do. I'm seeing a tie right now. And yes, I am planning on using all of these tonight on tonight's live, guys. So we're going to do several different projects tonight for sure. Sure, that's my longboard. Hey Lois, how are you? All right, so if we do the Love Like Jesus, guys, let's see if this one will fit on here. It will fit perfectly. Y'all probably can see that one up there. I love this one. Depends on the transfer. Well, like I said, we're going to do several different projects tonight, guys. So I guess we could do one on one side and another one on the other side. I mean, both of them work. Both of them work with the cross. So let me get my board started and we will get started, my friends. So now the question is, what color do we want to do our surface? Let's do this one in white. I know, right? I know. Like I said, it's a great set. It's got them linked down in the comments for y'all. And let's get some white paint out. I had, let's see, I know somebody's going to ask me what size of wood this is. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Donna. So it is roughly a 9 by 5.5. So I know that we got the 6-inch width at Home Depot. So that's probably why it's 5.5, because you'll always know if you get a 7, it's a little bit less. If you get the 10-inch, 12-inch, it's always a little bit less. These stencils are older stencils that are in stock. And I just wanted to bring them back around because, like I said, sometimes we get lost with all the new things that come out. So y'all know me, I'm going to take my brush at an angle. You may hear Terry out there weed eating. We have one more nice day. It's supposed to rain all weekend, so he is finishing up all of the yard work today, guys. And you know what? This is kind of looking like a whitewash, and I think we may just leave it one coat. Y'all tell me, what do you think? Because we can see that pretty wood grain through there. Should we leave it like that? I kind of am liking that. Y'all let me know. Let me get this dry. Hello, Colleen. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, rain in the forecast. I appreciate y'all being with me today. I know a lot of y'all were off today and just relaxing and doing all the things. So I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I'm thinking that actually looks really pretty. Sometimes when you do the one coat of white, it doesn't look fantastic. But you know what? With the way this wood grain is, it actually looks really pretty. So I think we're gonna leave it with one coat. I'll hold it up again. Y'all know my theory. You still gotta have that dry surface, guys. I think I love it like that. I think I like it like that. Let me just sand off some of this roughness. I should have probably done that before the live, but that's okay. All right, just give it a light sanding. Yep, I think we're gonna leave it with the wood grain, guys. So, depending on your paint, you know how I said I kind of hold my brush at that angle? That helps me get a good coverage of that paint and very light. And so it looks like a stain. So I am so happy with that. So let's get, y'all, I have to laugh. Terry was eating Cheetos in here earlier before my live, and somehow I got like a little crumb of Cheetos on my plate, on my paint plate. Little fun fact for the day, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Joyce Ann. I can let them know. I'll let them know after the live. Let's see. See if we can't get you your discount there, my friend. Which one did we decide? I don't even remember which one we decided. I've been yapping. Okay. Let's do brown because we're doing a brown stencil. So we'll do, or brown transfer. Let's bring out that brown. Why am I getting another plate, y'all? I'm so used to like chaos here. I don't even know what's happening. Okay. I'm so used. Y'all, do you think that's as much paint as I need for brown tonight? Oh, my stars. Let's get a little more brown paint on there. All right, for those that may be new tonight, I am using Essential Stencil brushes. They come in a 4-pack. They have 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch, 7/8, and what is the other size? I was hoping that would roll around for me. Well, let's see, my friends. 3/4. 3/4. So 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, and 7/8 inch. They are flat. I know sometimes y'all ask me what brushes I'm using because mine are very well loved. My Fusion paint tends to stick on these sometimes, guys, but trust me, they're still very usable. Still very usable. All right, I got my little shop towel. And y'all, okay, we're gonna back up. We're gonna put the transfer on first, and then we're gonna decide which stencil looks the best. So we're gonna use our new burnishing tool from Essential Stencil. It doesn't come with the little paint booger. We'll put that to the side. You can't help but laugh, guys. It is alive. It is real life. It is happening, right? Okay, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna peel this back. We wanna make sure our surface is dry and non-oily, okay? Oh, Karen, I am so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that, my friend. Send in prayers. I know, right? I am on it. Okay, so we are going to lay this down. I did have a how-to this week if your paint is accidentally wet at part of it, but we want it dry. Dry as possible, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that down. Love this new tool. Okay, so here I'm gonna cover the words because they're backwards and that's gonna bother somebody, but see how it's angled on the back right here? Oh, just works amazing. Okay, so we're gonna burnish this in. And you can do this side for the burnishing and the other side for the transferring. I'm telling y'all guys, it works so well. Okay, now we are gonna come through. And I don't know what it is about this curve and how the sturdiness of this is, but it just works so well. All right. And then y'all know me, I'm gonna come over on my sides to make sure I don't lose any of my side details. we're gonna do the bottom so we don't lose any of those bottom details. It is, yes, Rhonda, you need to get some. And like I said, there is a 3-pack. I anticipate the 3-packs selling out and the word gets out, just because you can get 3 for under $9. It's crazy to me. Okay, so I've got my sides, and then I'm just gonna come back up here at the top. Yes, it does. It really does. And like I said, I like it better than the one I was using. And y'all know I loved my other one because I had a hard time with the yellow ones that are included. This one just kind of glides and does the work. Let me get that in the trash. Just gonna rub my hand on top of this, guys, just to make sure everything is down. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Give me some hearts on that, guys. That is one of my favorite ones in this set. It might, I don't know. We'll have to test it out, Colleen. Okay, so y'all, I am really thinking we're gonna do trust the Lord with all your heart. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna go with. And like I said, I know it's gonna be backwards. I'll post a picture. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my brush and offloading onto my shop towel. Okay, so I was gonna say, I know somebody else had said they had one, so I don't know if they randomly put them in some orders. I don't know. I'm trying to get this as, I'm not 100% sure my wood's cut straight, so I'm trying to get it as straight as possible. I always start with the bigger letters and then work to my smaller letters. I'm just that person. When I first load my brush. When I load my brush the second and third times, it doesn't matter, but and just in case you have a little bit more paint on there than you anticipate, all right, we're gonna do one coat. Y'all, fantastic. I know it's backwards, but how pretty is that? Trust the Lord with all your heart. I love that. Like I said, I know it's backwards. Bear with me on that. I know it can be frustrating. All right, let's set this one to the side. And let's do, I'm gonna do a, oh, awesome. It does not right now, Terry. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have a price tag or like a scan code on the back. I'm just heating it up. Did y'all see how easily that peeled off the back? It doesn't leave any residue or anything on them. So this is what we have. And y'all, I know I just saw somebody's comment on that. Y'all, these are different. It's a different brush, or a different burnishing tool. And I'm obsessed with it right now, because I do a lot of transfers. So I'm just gonna sand it and make sure we're good. You know what, let's keep this all in the same kind of tone group with the whites and the browns tonight. So on this one, because I'm just gonna use stencils, we're gonna do the tag set on this one and the Faith mini tags and the floral cross. So what I want to do on this one, I'm going to go ahead and do brown first. We're going to do a little chippiness on this one. just a little. Y'all know I gotta have it on some of my pieces. So I'm just using this. And y'all, if you don't think your paint like kind of leaves a splatter when you paint, like look right here. I haven't used any paint on my surface, but yet I have paint splatter. So make sure if you got projects that are nearby that you put them to the side so that doesn't happen to you. Hey Patty, how are you, my friend? Hey Marcy, I didn't even see you on here. How are you? All right, guys, so we've got our good base coat of brown. Let's get that dry. And I say I'm gonna do chippy, but I don't know where I put my wax. There it is. Hey Cheryl, I didn't see you on here either. You just learned how to remove the sticker. I love it. This one would also look very pretty with the joint compound raised stenciling. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's do that instead of the chippy. Let me grab a joint compound. Let's see if we can get it open. We can do it. We can do it. All right, guys. So we're going to take some joint compound. We are going to do a raised stencil. Let's use this pretty one right here. Use a raised stencil with our white paint. So I'm going to grab some joint compound. It's kind of a gray color. Or it is a gray color. It's not kind of a gray color. It is a gray color. And we're going to blend in that white with it. Hey, Rosa. So, Brenda, are you ready for the weekend, my friend? Oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, we're just bringing that white in. Now, when you do the joint compound, guys, you don't want to get it too runny or anything like that. You want like a cake-like consistency, just like when we do salt wash. Okay, let's see. I think on this one, do the amen. Okay, so when y'all do, hang on, let me decide here how I want to do this. I think I want to put this in the middle and put this down at the bottom. I was going to do it to the side, but I changed my mind. Changed my mind. All right, so we'll take that joint compound, lay it down. Works fantastic for intricate spaces. I've got a little bit on this cross, so I'm going to show you how to fix it if it did move. So we may have a lesson on that here in a second because I know it moved a little bit. So funny, I hear Terry out there talking to our neighbor. He just got back from Mexico. Just making sure I've got this all in the places. And then I'm just gonna brush it down, kind of get an even coat here. And then we're gonna lift it straight up. I need to wash that now, so I'll put that right there. We've got our beautiful cross with our raised stenciling. So the main thing I want to do on this is make sure that it's dry before I stencil over the bottom of it. Yeah, you want to make sure that you seal your joint compound very well. You want to get it sealed very well. I actually have some that's dried out, so we just bought a new tub of it. It's like $5.95, and I've been using it for about a year. So, but yeah, make sure it's sealed. Make sure you don't re-dip your brush in after you use paint and all the things. Y'all, I kind of just like that as a statement piece without even putting that across the bottom. But y'all know what? I think I wasn't gonna do the raised for this too, but I'm going to. I am going to. I'll do the whole thing in raised. I say I am. We shall see what we get here. Do the same thing, wipe it back, lift it straight up. And I know it's backwards, but we have the amen on there. And so then, like I said, it's just a pretty statement piece just like that. But what we'll do is take, you know what? I normally outline with white, but I'm gonna leave it like that, guys. I'm gonna leave it like that. I like it like that. You're gonna wanna do it pretty close to like a cake consistency, Maggie. Kind of like a, well, I say cake batter, it's a little bit thicker than that. You are good, Susan. All right, so we've done that one, done that. Let's go back over here. What I wanna do, where are we at on time? Oh, we are good on time, guys. Yeah, we are good. Okay, so let's see, because I kind of wanted to create oh, my scissors don't want to cut. I order these in bulk that they package them together. I don't know if y'all get them together or if you get them at your Michael's store, but that is, okay. So we do this one, got that one for that one. This one for that one. I think I'm good with all of that. What do y'all think? Okay, so what I'm gonna do on these, on this one, we are going to stencil the word pray on, and the other one we're going to put faith. Okay, had to make sure I had all of my vision lined out. The 5x5 spaces, or 5x5 spaces, 5x5 wood is from Michael's. Always get them when they're 40% off. They come to like 70 cents a cut. They're always perfect. And then the other cuts, Terry cut on the saw. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking was the gold rub and buff around the edges and around the joint compound. So I'm hoping that that one will dry before we're done, and then we will get there to finish that. Somebody asked me how thick the wood is. They are 3/4 thickness, y'all. Okay, let me get these painted. Now, even though I'm going to use, okay, so here we go. Here's what's going to happen on these. Because these are all to where they can go together or separately. I'm going to change my plate. I'm going to actually throw that plate away. I'm trying to keep my desk neat, guys. No, it's not. No, it's not. Maybe some of them that have the Easter eggs on them, but the crosses are all year in my opinion. Hey, Stacy. Yes, they will stand up. They all stand up. And then we could also do, on the other sides, we could do other things, which would be, we could do, I got a lot of paint on that for a small board. What in the world was I doing on that, guys? I was reading and I wasn't paying attention to how much I poured. So let's get our other plate for our green. Melissa's gonna have to, you're gonna see a reel with that color of my background because yeah, we got a lot of extra paint there for sure. Okay guys, we're gonna use the washable brushes for these, and we're gonna do this one in this color. Y'all know what I was gonna do on this? Okay, this is gonna be the one that you're gonna see with a different color, because I'm gonna dry this real quick and flip it over because I wanted to have this color as an accent, not my bottom color. So I've got this prepped for another project. We will come back and do that later. Let me get that dry real quick, guys, because I wanted it as an accent. I know, I wasn't thinking. Okay, got that tag off. I know, I was just talking away and answering and wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, I do want these white, but I want that with the accent colors on them. All right, we're there. I am on the same page now. I do change my mind sometimes when I do my projects on a live, guys, so bear with me, because that was an idea I had originally and then I changed it. I'm using Carriage House green, mustard, and white. But like I said, we're going to use that for more of an accent color, just to kind of keep these all neutral in the sets, but to bring some color. Bring a little bit of color into them. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to have some accent of that mustard, some accent of the green, and then this one's going to have some accent of the mustard and the green together. I know, Terry, right? I know. I changed my mind so many times. I want to do the butterflies on the other side, and I don't have the butterflies pulled out, so y'all probably see me do those next week, but I'm going to do the butterflies with the green, the mustard on the back side. Y'all know I love a good reversible piece. And we are gonna leave this one pretty light too, to kind of let some of that wood grain show through, knots and all the good things. Because for some reason, all of my wood has some really pretty grain. I sure will, Rhonda, I sure will. They're great for little projects like this, and a lot of the transfers fit perfectly. You know what, y'all? I haven't eaten yet. I ate lunch early this afternoon, but that may be another reason why my brain can't think of what I'm trying to do. Does anybody else ever do that when they haven't eaten and their brain's kind of like, huh? You get inspired when you should be sleeping. I love it, Yolanda. That's funny. You know, it's so funny. Terry went, because I'm working on another project that I'll show y'all next week, but I wanted some wood that wasn't perfect, if that makes sense. So I said, get the jankiest, ugliest wood you can find. I always call wood janky when it has the holes and all that stuff on there. But, and I'll go back and do my sides after the lives, guys. I'm not going to bore you with doing the sides right now. But, it actually turned out to be really pretty wood this time. One lady one time, guys, I had talking about Lazy Susans, like she put them on her wall, because I get to see photos of things. So she had the shelf sitters, but she put them on her wall in like a I'm not gonna say like an art canvas, but you know, like had them displayed like by 5s, I think is what she had. So like if we did this, I'll show you at the end how we could like display it on a wall all together, even though it's not one piece. And guys, I always stress when you're using transfers, make sure your surface is dry. Even though I may not have my transfer right there, I have a good amount of paint, so I do not want to get my transfers with any type of paint on the back of them because it will cause issues. If you've had it happen before, you know what I'm talking about. It will cause issues for sure. I'm gonna do a light sanding. Like I said, we're kind of sticking in the same color palette today. And I'll bring in the color after I lay my transfers down because we're gonna use, I think I wiped that off, didn't I? Yeah, we're gonna use a palette knife. Okay, can y'all see that? I think y'all can. Well, it's 8 o'clock here, and I like to eat well before then, but not gonna lie, y'all, I had a big banana split this afternoon because I was off work, and Terry went to Brahms and got me a big banana split, and that has really kept me, you know, pretty fat and healthy this afternoon. So I wasn't ready for dinner at our normal time. All right, so this one says God is love on it, so we are just going to try to center this as best as we can. But now I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna use this side and burnish this in. And this is the new Essential Stencil tool, guys. And I wanted to work specifically with like this one transfer set tonight to show y'all how many things and projects you can get within one transfer set with all the different things. And it seemed appropriate today to work on crosses and stuff for the weekend. I don't know about y'all, but give me some hearts if y'all agree with that. Now I just gotta find the other one where I put it. Here it is. So all we're doing is we're peeling back or off the backing. Hey, Kippy. And then we'll lay this one on our 5x5. I'm not putting them down at the bottom. If you want to put them down at the bottom, create, you know, grass and all that stuff, you can absolutely do that on yours. But I kind of like them in the middle. Yeah, I thought I got that one down. It's over a little bit to the left, but that's okay. All right, so with using this new tool that I've already got dirty already, let me get that off. I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm using this side that doesn't have the indentation when I'm burnishing, and then when I go to apply my transfer, I'm using the other side. So I'm not sure if that's how it was intended, but that is how I'm using it. And then again, guys, let's move this over here. I'm gonna go around the sides. And if you use acrylic paint and you're having sometimes your transfers they're coming up with your paint, you might want to put a sealant down before you use your acrylic paint. I've been told that some of the acrylic paints do that if there's not a top coat in them. So I know people have done it and had no issues, but some people do. So that's just a tip. But my paint that I use in chalk paint, they have something that works really well with the transfers with like a little top coat. So they do transfer pretty easily. Okay. One down. These would make beautiful coasters too, guys. They would. Oh, so y'all can see that one. And remember, my code CRAFTTREASURES saves at checkout, guys. So even if you're not getting something today, but you decide to get something in a week or two, or whenever, I would appreciate it if you would use my code. And I started doing, turning my projects like this a couple months ago when I had one that I got all the way to the bottom, and when I went to lift it off, I lost some of my detail. And so I was like, you know what, if I would have gone in from the sides to do that piece, I wouldn't have lost that detail. So that's why I kind of work around mine when I'm working on these smaller ones like this. I even do it on the larger ones too, guys. Now, if you've watched any of my lives with my burnishing tools, you know I do not have good hand strength. You can see how easily these are coming off for me with the new Essential Stencil burnishing tool, and how many of these we are doing tonight. So my hands aren't tired yet. So that's a positive, right guys? Because we're doing a lot of transfers tonight. But we're mixing them up. Okay, so I've got this beautiful one right here. I did, Kathy. I made my sign backwards because I knew I couldn't flip my camera. And you know, I had my other one that was the correct way, but yes, I made it backwards. So I did. Getting crafty, right guys? I made it backwards on purpose because I knew I couldn't flip it. And people were trying to read my sign and they're like, what is your code? So yeah, CRAFTTREASURES. So we tested that out last week. Yep, it is. It is. Like I said, before the live, we tested it, y'all. It's just not for my setup. It is not going to happen anytime soon. We may work on the setup, but oh, yes, and it's a new tool from Essential Stencil, Deb. It is a new burnishing tool. It has this little area right down here, and then it's got the flat side. It works fantastic. Super good price. You can get 3 for, I think it's $8.98, and then of course my code CRAFTTREASURES saves another 10%. So if you are waiting to place an order and get that free shipping with a certain dollar amount, it's a fantastic deal regardless. But where are we at? We are good on time. We've got the God is love, which of course is backwards. So I know, right, Kathy? Thanks, Judy. Like I said, you gotta sometimes think outside the box to make things work, and that's what we did on that one. Okay, so let me add the stencil part real quick, and then I'll add the colors on it. So I want to do. We're going to do, I think we said we were going to do Pray on this one and Faith on this one. So all I'm doing, because of course we have our crosses here, so I don't need the cross twice. And you could put it on there. but I am taping it off. The only thing that you need to be careful of if you have a transfer, if you're taping something like this, you want to make sure that your tape doesn't accidentally stick to your transfer. So my advice on that is just put another piece of tape on the back of it like that, and you're not going to have any problems. All right, so let's do this one real quick, and we're going to do it. I did put my brown away, didn't I? Let's grab a little more brown. I think it was out anyway. So I'm trying to decide where I want to put this. I think we're going to put it right there. Y'all, I'm changing my mind because I'm that person. I'm going to do it at an angle up at the top. I like that. Like I said, you can always change your mind. Part of designing. Okay, so we've got the word faith with a little angle up there. I think I'm loving it with the angle. It gives a little something extra there. And on this one, grab this tape and reuse it. I think I'm going to do the same thing up here on this one. Do I want to put it on the side? Okay, we're going to get right here. What I'm doing is I don't want to get my paint on the edge there, so then we got the spray. I am, real quick guys, hang on, I am going to connect these bridges. These are detail brushes. And I am going to grab one of these. I'm going to connect these bridges real quick. So all I'm going to do is dab into my paint. I'm going to offload it just a little bit on my plate. We're gonna need glasses for this one, y'all. Hang on. And then I'm just gonna come around here and connect those bridges. For this particular way we have it, I think it's gonna look best. There's a lot of times I don't connect those bridges, guys, but I think it's just gonna look better for this one. Okay, so I just connected that so it's one word, it all flows together. We're gonna do the same thing on the faith real quick. Okay, so we have it all connected. Super easy. You always mess up when trying to connect them. Okay, Kippy, it's kind of the same philosophy that we do with offloading our brush. We want to have as little paint as possible, and you can always go back and add more. Another thing that works really well when you fill in those bridges, guys, is sometimes I see one that I missed right here. I always have one spot I missed, but you can do like a dot. Just do a light dot, like dot, dot, dot to connect it, and sometimes that will help you connect it as well, with not having to go as heavy on it. All right, guys, so now we're gonna take our palette knife and finish these up. And like I said, I want to add some color and all those things. So we're going to start with our green. And I've just got a little bit of paint right here. And we're going to come through. Where is my shot towel? Come along these edges. Heavy in some spots, light in other spots. Let's see which way I want to hold it. It's funny, like the bigger projects, I can do the edges a lot faster than I can the smallers for some reason. So this one, we have a lot of that gold in it already. So that's why we're doing this green around our edge and our corners. And y'all remember, when I show y'all steps for these things, you can always stop at any point that's it, you know, that you like. So if you don't like a little bit of detail around those edges, absolutely don't have to put them on there. Go a little bit thicker right there. And I'm gonna make sure it's pretty well. And then I'm just gonna add a couple little spots here and there. Okay. So just added a little bit, not a lot. So then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do the gold that I got way too much of earlier. And we're gonna put it around this brown. So we're gonna do the same thing. I say it's gold, it's like a yellow. Oh, thank you guys. Like I said, I love doing things like this, because at any point you can stop, but it just kind of shows you the extra ways. You can just add a little bit of something to them. You don't have to. Don't have to. Just want a little color on it. Now we've got this one right here that has that color. Then we're gonna bring both colors in on this piece because they're gonna be together. So I am gonna do my edges a little bit more freely because I have a bigger space. Like I said, the bigger spaces I can work faster on because there's a bigger space than the small. Let me dry that real quick. And then we're going to add just a little bit of the yellow around where some of that green is not. So it kind of gives it, you know, like those things that have been painted over and over, kind of got two different paint colors going on. And I may go back and add that on the other ones too, because this is actually turning out a little bit prettier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So then we have some of that yellow with that green around the corners. Real quick, before we wrap up, guys, I want to do, and then we'll put all these together real quick. I want to do some rub and buff on, I gotta move that to the side, this one right here that we did the raised stenciling on. So I'm gonna put some on my glove. I'm gonna go ahead and do the edges and add some of this gold on here. And then, my gloves are a little bit big, y'all. I'm gonna add, make sure this is dry real quick. I just want that top layer dry when I do this. I know it's not completely dry yet, but it's been sitting there for a while too. So, oh, thank you, Gloria. All right, guys. Just, oh, that scared me, y'all. My folder fell over. I think we're gonna keep it mainly, there we go. I needed to be a little more rough with it. I was being a little bit too light with it. I'm gonna add just a little bit. All right, just added a little bit over the raised stenciling along with that gold, and let's just add a little bit of gold all over. Okay, guys. Oh, thank you, Dee. So we just added some of that gold along with that brown. You'll see it on that raised joint compound. It's so pretty, guys. All right, so if we were going to put these on a wall or do some type of display, this is what I was talking about. We could place it like this. I know this one brown doesn't go in there, but you get what I'm saying, guys. So we can turn them around. What I would do is I'd put that one right there and then kind of put them like that. So you could do some type of wall decor with your shelf sitters. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Like I said, it was fun. I thought these were some appropriate projects to do. They're fantastic for all year, but I wanted to do them tonight. Like I said, I know they're backwards, but we could even, y'all see what I'm doing here? Did y'all see what I was doing there? Did y'all see what I did? I love it. I love it, y'all. All All right, I'm gonna pull this up and see if we have any of the winners yet. Aw, thank you. I hope y'all all have a blessed Easter weekend. Yes, Rub and Buff. Got that golds. Kind of got it in there. Have a wonderful Easter weekend. I will not be live on my page this week, guys, so I will be back over there on Tuesday. Like I said, I'm taking a 4 days off, but 3-day weekend for sure. So, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Sheila. And like I said, guys, watch for the Essential Stencil page for emails this weekend. And we've got the new burnishing tool that's out, all that good stuff, guys. Happy Easter, Karina. Happy Easter. Thank you, Jill. Yes, happy Easter, Yolanda. I don't see winners yet, but they'll be here in a second, guys. So as soon as I don't even think I announced it, but I think most of y'all know that they picked 3 winners at the end of the live. There they are. There they are, guys. All right. We have Cindy Oliver, Sherry Squire Spencer, and Tracy Cherry Lightner. Y'all, I got all those words correct for everybody's names. I'm so excited. Cindy, Sherry, Tracy, if y'all will email support@essentialstencil.com and let them know that you are a winner in tonight's live with Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures, they will get you out your gift certificates. Thank you, Judy. And again, y'all have a blessed Easter weekend. I will see y'all next Friday at 7 p.m. Central. And be blessed, guys. Have a good weekend.